Good morning, everyone. This is Tony from Her Homestead Skills, and today my little project is to replant some of the seedlings that I've planted earlier. I have some borage that is just dying to be repotted. My pepper plants have come up quite nicely and they need to be repotted. So I have a few things, peppers and mostly herbs, some parsley and maybe a few other things. But I will repot those and then start the process for some other plants. Now I have a very small garden area, so mine is very much a minimal planting at all times. 10 or 20 plants of any one kind is more than I can sustain. So I also have my avocado forest is growing, and I was going to toss them, but toss some of them, but they do seem to be wanting to grow, so I'm going to give them the opportunity to sprout and grow. How long I can keep them, we'll see. I also have some sweet potato slips, and I'm going to show you those first off. Okay, my sweet potato, I started the way many people start theirs, by putting some toothpicks in, and I've got them in this nice ball jar here, and you could see that the slips are starting to grow, and when they do that I just pull them off, and this one actually has roots on it already, and then I just put them in this other jar to continue to grow roots. Now these ones are still a bit small, so I'll leave them here to continue to grow. But I've got plenty of slips for my growing needs. And this will continue to produce them for quite a while, so I'm certainly not going to be short of potato slips. Okay, my little avocado forest that I started is doing quite nicely, and I went through each one of them yesterday, cleaned the jars, gave them fresh water, and determined whether or not I should keep any of these. And they all do seem to be wanting to sprout the shoot from the top. So I'm keeping them. I have two here that have actually sprouted, and a third that, I planted about a week ago. Let's see if I can show you this. It's got to be 2 feet tall. And it's got great big huge leaves already. So I don't know how much room I'm going to have for my avocado forest. But these were grown in fun, and just to see if I could do it. And yes, they're pretty easy to grow actually. Okay, and because I plant a very small garden in comparison to most people, I use these little Jiffy pellets. There's no soilless little pellet, and for growing seeds. And as you can see, they work wonderfully. They keep the soil, they stay moist. I mean, I have to check on them every day and make sure that they've got enough water, but they certainly are very good for sprouting seeds. And all I do is put them in these little trays, fill it up with lukewarm water until they swell, and then I drop a few seeds in them. So I'm going to have to plant my tomatoes now, but today the job is to get these guys transplanted before they're already bursting. The roots are coming out of the little pots, and they want to be replanted, so we're going to do that. Now I just bought some of these plastic cups, and I was heating up a metal skewer to poke holes on the bottom, and Mark noticed that and said, well, I can drill holes in those for you. So he did that for me. So I've got, each one of them is only 3 drainage holes, but it should be enough. So, and as you can see, there's plenty of roots on that. I don't know if I can show you that closely, but definitely plenty of roots there. Okay, and if you aren't familiar with the little peat pellets I'm using, there are Jiffy peat pellet, and they're great for starting seeds on a small scale. Now I've got them, I've just poured water in there. I'm going to take out some of the excess. And these are ready to drop seeds in. And what I'm going to do is label them. So I'm going to have my grape tomatoes that I save seeds from every year. And I'm going to plant some San Marsan, and I can never say that right, my daughter laughs at me. Which are a plum type tomato. So I'm going to label these now so I know which is which. That'll be the grape. Mind you, I can tell the difference once they started to grow, because one is a vine tomato. Definitely a vine tomato. The grape tomatoes grow very tall. So we'll start off with those. And my peat pellets are all nice and soaked. And I'm just going to drop a few, probably 2 in every pot. Oh, oops, not more than that. Actually, I am getting more than that whether I want it or not. See if I can separate these, take some out. I have a bad habit of not wanting to kill plants if they sprout. So thinning is always my biggest problem. I hate to thin plants, but they need to be thinned. They need to be separated. They need to grow, each have their own space. Okay, so plenty of seeds. I also have broccoli, cucumbers, which I definitely want to grow, some lettuce, some turnip, and these are from a cantaloupe that I planted last year, and the cantaloupe was beautiful, so I collected the seed. Perhaps some radishes, some sunflowers. So yeah, there's lots of things to plant yet. See if I can keep this to 1 or 2 per pot. Doing better. Okay, I will be planting many more things before the season actually begins, but here we go. We'll just pat these down, have some of the soil sort of cover them, and we'll put them in a warmish spot. And we're done for the time being, but as I said, there's so many things to plant yet. I even got a pumpkin seed. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to have the space for pumpkin, but we've got it. Okay. Well, I'm having my morning coffee now that I've finished planting and transplanting some more seeds and plants. I will be spending a lot of time in the garden this year. If you like gardening, we can spend some time together and hopefully learn from each other. Certainly, if you have any garden tips, feel free to post them. Let us know what you think. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.